Hi, I'm Score, and today I'm reviewing the profile of my trophy buddy Jahanzeb, aka JH Dark Knight, and it's a pleasure because it is his birthday, and this is my gift to you, Jahanzeb. Thanks for being my buddy. Here is a present for you. I hope you enjoy. So, the profile I'm checking out has 5,184 trophies and is level 414. And it is in good old Britain. The country rank is 12,629 and world rank is just under 100,000. The platinums is 112, which is impressive. A little anecdote about that. When I started trophy hunting and found Reddit, that was a few years into my journey, I thought people with 100 platinums were crazy. This seems impossible. I was maybe at 40 plats, and so everyone that has over 100 platinums is a great trophy hunter in my book. Let's go over the games, shall we? So we have Astrobot, a very beloved platinum and game of the year 2024. I haven't played it myself. I only played the free PS5 version that came with the PS5. Then we have Fort Solis, a game that I am very interested in. It is a story game, a horror game as far as I know, and I am very curious to check this game out. Then we have Silent Hill 2, the remake, a game I still need to play. I have it in my collection, and it's installed on my PlayStation 2, and I am very curious to see if this game can introduce me to a very beloved series. Then we have Still Wakes the Deep, a game I heard many good things about. The atmosphere is great. It's a rather short platinum, and I'm interested in this game, so great choice. Then we have Far Cry 5, a game that I personally don't like as much. I'm a huge fan of the Far Cry series, but 5 wasn't my cup of tea. But I know you, Jahanzeb, love the Far Cry series, and I think 5 is one of your favorites. I'm not sure. It's a great setting, by the way, and it's just a personal preference, but a fun platinum. Then we have Alien Isolation, a game I am avoiding, but I want in my collection, and I'm so envious of you that you have this game in your collection. I really enjoyed your video about it, your thoughts. You nearly had me ready for going after this platinum, but yeah, great to have this game on the list. Then we have Guardians of the Galaxy, a very fun game and my personal favorite Marvel game. The chemistry between characters is really great, and the music is fantastic, and I really enjoyed the platinum. Then we have Tom Clancy's The Division, the first game. I know we played it together, and we both really enjoyed the snowy New York setting. I find this game a little bit janky. You can feel its age a little bit. I prefer the second one, but I'm really glad we did this, and this is a very good platinum to have. The next game is Indica, a game that I know nothing about. By the looks of it, it seems like an easy platinum. Very interesting game cover. And then The Gardens Between, a platinum that I have myself. I didn't like it in the end, but it's an okay game to have, so let's go to the next. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. I love the first The Last of Us. The second Last of Us is a fantastic game. I personally don't like the story, but it's a great platinum to have, and yeah, I'm happy to see this in your collection. Then we have Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid. I'm sorry. Then we have Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. My first Kojima game was Death Stranding, and so I can't speak on his earlier works, but I see this is a classic game or two classic games, and it's great to have this in your profile. So great games again. Then we have Hitman Absolution, a platinum I'm very, very envious about, because I started the same game on PlayStation 3 and now it sits unfinished in my collection. The platinum is unobtainable, so this to see this finished makes me happy. And yeah, great platinum. Hitman is a series I have yet to dive into. Then we have your 100th platinum, God of War Ragnarok. I know you are very proud and this might be your favorite platinum or even favorite game of the year. Yeah, very, very good game. And I enjoyed it more than God of War 2018 because it brings Kratos' story to a good end. Very emotional, and I love the DLC for it. Then we have Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the second game. I only played the first game, and the map was very terrible, to be honest. But I plan to earn this platinum maybe next year in 2025. It is still a few hours before New Year's, so um, that's why I say next year. So I mean in 2025. Who knows? Then we have a banger of a platinum, Resident Evil 2, the PS4 version. And I started this game and I couldn't handle the tank controls, but seeing this in your collection makes me very envious of that platinum and of you. You have a great profile. Um, the Resident Evil series is one of your favorite, if not your favorite series. I know that, and it's very impressive how dedicated you are with this series. Very, very impressive, and I hope you will finish more games in the series. Yeah, it's inspiring, to be honest. Then we have Tom Clancy, The Division 2, our first co-op platinum we did together. I have great memories about this, and this is my favorite Tom Clancy platinum. Yeah, I have great memories, and you were very kind and supported me in this, and I'm happy that we bonded over this platinum. Then you have Robocop Rogue City, a game I want to try. I know you said that it is not worth full price, and so I'm waiting on a good deal, but you made me very interested in this game. Yeah. Then we have Red Dead Redemption, the PS4 remake or remaster or so. A big name in your collection, and I'm very envious of that too. You have so many games I want to have, but I haven't tried yet. I have the PS3 version in my collection, but it is unfinished. And so seeing this completed in your collection makes me very happy. Great, great game. Next is Resident Evil Village. That's the 8th Resident Evil, right? I know you love this game, and I have yet to start it. I planned it last year and this year in spooky season, but I didn't find the time and motivation to start it, but I want to try it in 2025. So seeing this in your collection motivates me to work on my own Resident Evil list. Then we have the first Assassin's Creed game on the list. It is one of the few Assassin's Creed games I haven't played. I heard it's closer to the original Assassin's Creeds, and to be honest, I don't like them very much. I fell out of my love for them, except for the second, of course. Assassin's Creed 2 is still my favorite Assassin's Creed. And yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage is a game I want to try eventually, but I have no plans in the near future. But great platinum. Then we have your absolute favorite Resident Evil, I know that. Resident Evil 4, the PS5 version. And I'm very happy to have that. Your video on your channel about the weapons and how you play through the game made it so much easier for me to do my playthroughs of the game and the platinum. And so I really appreciate your dedication to that. Next we have Wolfenstein 2, The New Order. Wolfenstein 2, Wolfenstein 2, The New Order. The first Wolfenstein 2.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
It is a fun plat. I earned it this year. The trophies aren't too tough. I really felt the age of the game, and originally it's a PS3 game, and you feel that, and that took me off a little bit, turned me off a little bit, to be honest. But other than that, it's a fun platinum, and yeah. Then we have Effie, Evil Inside, and Scars Above. 3 games that seems on the easier side. I don't know anything about them. I think you said you liked Scars Above, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Then we have In Rays of the Light, a platinum that is very short. Yes, I have that too. It is atmospheric, and the ending disappointed me a little bit. Other than that, it looks cool. It's a little bit scary and great atmosphere. Yeah. Then we have Creepy Tales, another easy platinum. I'm not judging because I have a fair share of easy platinums myself. Same with Insomnis. Never heard of this game before. I have heard of the Callisto Protocol, and as a fan of Dead Space, I hoped for it to be more compelling. I don't like the combat, the melee combat. It works one-on-one, but not in groups, and I gave up on this game while I was fighting 3 enemies at the same time, and it was just frustrating for me. So seeing this in your collection, yeah, makes me you respect and your collection very much. Great game. Deliver Us Mars. I don't know anything about this game. Same as DC League of Super Pets, The Adventure of Crypto and Ace. What a title, man. And same with Tacoma. Shorter games, but yeah, we all have that phase where we boost our numbers, so I'm not judging. A Plague Tale Innocence is a platinum that I have in my collection, and it was alright. I think my expectations were too high when I went in this game, and so I was a little bit disappointed, but it is a fun game to play with an easy platinum. Or at least not time-consuming platinum. Then we have Omno. I heard about this game. I had planned on it, but yeah, never really got to it. Then we have another Resident Evil 8 platinum. Nice. Especially because it's no auto pop. That's always a great thing if you can enjoy the game you love twice. Next is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I have that game in my collection, and my story with it is I did everything for the platinum and the last collectible bugged, and so I gave up on the platinum, and yeah, months later I found out that the devs had patched it, and so I went back, picked up the last collectible, and then got the platinum for it. Very satisfying. But it has a lot of DLC trophies, and I'm not doing DLC. I see you do the same. You agree with me on that. Then we have another Batman Platinum. Username checks out, I guess. Yeah, it's a Vita Platinum. Nice. I don't use my Vita as often, and so seeing Vita Platinums makes me smile a little bit. And I know you appreciate your Vita way more than I do mine. Then we have Horizon Zero Dawn, a fun exclusive. Not the biggest fan of the game, but it is a respectable plot and a fresh concept. I mean, who doesn't like Robo-Dinos, right? Then we have Dead Space, the remake. I am a huge fan of Dead Space, and I plan on playing this maybe this year or next year, I guess, in 2025. I'm looking forward to this because, yeah, Dead Space is my favorite horror game of all time, and it scared the crap out of me when I was playing it for the first time. Then we have Sagebrush and Old Man's Journey. I only know about Old Man's Journey. I have the platinum myself, and the train trophy drove me crazy. So I have no good feelings about it. And so yeah, but it's another platinum. Resident Evil 3. I really enjoyed this game. Yes, it is on the shorter side, but I really enjoyed it and the platinum was fairly easy. So I have good memories about this. Then we have Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. Both games are fun Uncharted, to be honest. The second one, not as what's it called? The one with Chloe and Nadine. Yeah, it was surprisingly good. I enjoyed it very much. And Uncharted 4 is a very, very good ending to a series. So, yeah, fun platinum. Then we have Resident Evil 2 Remake, my personal favorite in the Resident Evil series. I didn't know anything about the platinum and it blew me away. 8 playthroughs didn't feel like 8 playthroughs, which is a huge compliment. And I will hold this game very much in my heart. And I plan on going back and earning the platinum for PS5 again. Then we have another Callisto Protocol. I shared my things. Great to see this in your collection. I hope to get it done eventually, but I'm not sure. Then we have What Remains of Edith Finch. I have the platinum in my collection and I have the 100% PS4 version. This is a very emotional game and very unique. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and I recommend it if you're looking for an easy platinum. Argog. Don't know anything about the game. I do know about Doom Eternal. It's the second game, which I never touched because I didn't like how they treated the music composer. Yeah, and so I didn't play that. But I know you are a very big fan of that, and I hope you enjoy the third entry in the series as much as you enjoyed the other one, Doom games. Then we have Resident Evil 4. That was actually my first Resident Evil, and I had to pause it after the first playthrough because I was too afraid to start the game on Madhouse difficulty. Years later, I returned to it and I got the platinum. So that is a very proud platinum of mine, and it started my love for the Resident Evil franchise. Then you have It Takes Two, a co-op platinum by the makers of what's it called? A Way Out, which I have. I don't have It Takes Two because I want to play it with a partner. Yes, I could ask someone to boost with me, but it's not the same. And I'm holding this game. I keep it until I have the right partner to play it with. So great to see this in your list. Then we have Gotham Knights, another Batman Platinum. Your dedication towards that is very impressive. And yeah. Then we have Resistance 2, a PS3 Platinum. Wow. Next, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I think this is the easiest platinum in the series, in the Metal Gear series. And I'm tempted to try it, so yeah. Maybe you can talk to me about it, and yeah, I would love to try that game and earn the platinum. Then we have a Lego game, a Vita Platinum, The Lord of the Rings. I have the PS3 Platinum for it, and I think it's the best Lego game, just because I am a huge fan of the Lego Lord of the Rings game. So, and the Lord of the Rings in general, of course. Deliver Us the Moon. I think that is the first game in the series, and I know nothing about this. I have this in my collection, ready to play, but yeah, let's see when I get to it. Then we have The Last of Us Part 2, the PS5 version of the game. At first, I didn't like the facial animations because I was so used to the PS4 remastered version. But yeah, I have grown into liking The Last of Us Part 1 and the graphics. Yeah, and it's still a fantastic game. So this is the ultimate version to play the game if you're into the game or into the series and you want to try it. Then we have Hitman 3, another Hitman Platinum. You did it in one day. You must be a pro, because I couldn't do it that fast. Very respectable plat in my book. Then we have Shadow of Mordor, the Middle Earth game. I have this game in my collection, and it's a very good platinum in my opinion. I struggled a lot with it because of the Nemesis system, but it's part of my road to 100 platinum, and I think it was my 90th platinum. And yeah, great to see this in your collection. Then Stray, the cat game, Catch Simulator, a very, very good game. A little bit short, and it has a speedrun trophy, which isn't too bad. And then the Can't Catch Me, I think, is called the trophy, where you have to finish a run from start to finish without getting hit by random enemies. That was quite annoying, but overall, this is a very fun experience. I'm glad to see this in your collection. Virginia is a game I don't know anything about it. I know Doom. It was my 75th platinum, and I really enjoyed it, especially the music. The composer is a genius. I still listen to the soundtrack without playing the game, and that is the biggest compliment in my opinion. Then we have Crisis. I only remember the joke that was going around, will it run Crisis? Yeah, I never played a Crisis game, with the exception of, I think, 2. For a little bit, it sits unfinished in my collection. So, yeah, let's not talk about that. Then another Batman game, Arkham Knight. I know you are a very big fan of it, and it's a 6.51% rarity. Very impressive. Next is Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Wow, another Batman game. They start to pile up, but I'm not judging. Your username suggests your love for it, and yeah, great to see so many Batman games. Then we have Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. That is the game I was talking about earlier. I really enjoyed that game. It surprised me. It isn't too long, and so great platinum. And then we have Far Cry 6, the PS5 version, and that was the Far Cry I enjoyed after not enjoying Far Cry 5. So I was very happy that they kind of return a bit to the Far Cry 3 times. I know. The third is still my favorite, and it is the most beloved in the franchise, from what I've heard. But Far Cry 6 is a very good platinum and fun game to play, at least in my opinion. Then we have Shadow Warrior 3 and Xenoblade. I don't know anything about these games. Resist and Burning Skies, a Vita Platinum, nice. I don't have many Vita Platinums, and seeing Vita Platinums always makes me give someone respect who has a Vita Platinum. Then we have Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. That was my first ever Ratchet & Clank, and seeing this in your collection makes me smile. Good choice. And you have the Uncharted Golden Abyss Vita Platinum. Oh my god, I'm so jealous of that. Or envious, I mean. That is a big one. Great to see this on the list. Then you have Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. And I agree, this is a very good platinum. To have Nathan Drake is one of my favorite characters of all time. And yeah, every Uncharted platinum is a win in my book. Concrete Genie, a short and sweet platinum. It has a cute art style, isn't too challenging, is in the realm of 10 hours to platinum. I had fun with this, and seeing this here is very good. Then we have Little Nightmares, a platinum I want to earn, but I couldn't get into the game. I played it for like 10 minutes or so. But yeah, good to see this. Then we have the Uncharted remastered series or collection. Very good platinums. I enjoyed them. I have them in my collection, and yeah, big names. So that is a huge plus. Ghost of Tsushima. I love that game in the regard of the wind. The wind was the best feature. You marked something on the map, and the wind was guides you to it. It is also a very pretty game. I didn't like the story or protagonist very much, but yeah, the game itself is a very fun open world, typical plat. Then we have Astro's Playroom. This is the platinum I have. It was a showcase and I really enjoyed it. It made me realize how much I love a good platformer, to be honest. So seeing this here, yeah, thumbs up. Then we have Kona, a platinum I also have, and the atmosphere is very great. I didn't like the second half of the game, but it is a very fun platinum. I enjoyed it. Then we have Telltale, Batman the Enemy Within. That's the second Telltale Batman game. That's actually my favorite Batman game I have on my collection. And yeah, Sea of Solitude, nice platinum. It comes from a German developer. I have this in my collection too because I support small indie devs, and yeah, it talks about mental health, so it has an important message. Then we have Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. That's my absolute favorite Far Cry game. I love it. I would platinum it in a heartbeat. Again, if I could, I have to platinum twice, so maybe there will be a later version, a PS5 version, or a remake or remaster or whatnot. I would love to play this game again. Then we have Spyro, Year of the Dragon. I heard of that. I never got to know the Spyro mascot, and I'm always thinking about getting into it, but I don't know if I will enjoy the old school games without having the nostalgia, if you know what I mean. But seeing this in your collection, top. Then we have Far Cry 4, a Far Cry that comes after Far Cry 3, which means it isn't as good in my opinion, but it's still a great Far Cry, a fun Far Cry. And the villain is played by Troy Baker, you know? So that's a plus. Then we have Blair Witch, which is a game that starts very strong. I didn't enjoy the ending, but it is a very good platinum to have. Marvel Spider-Man. This game blew me away with the swinging. It has a very easy platinum, and I think this is the platinum that most people have. Yeah. Then we have Iroh Hero. Never heard of that. Wolf Among Us, which is a very good Telltale game. They are working on the Wolf Among Us 2. I'm looking forward to that. A Way Out, the co-op plat I have. The funny story about that is I had 3 different co-op partners, or maybe 4. So yeah, it's a short platinum, but all my trophy co-op boosting partners left early, and so I had to trick my brother into playing this game with me and earn the platinum with me. Then Spyro 2, nice. Terminator Resistance, interesting. I have never seen a Terminator movie in my life, so I can talk on this topic. Adam's Venture Origins, the cheap Uncharted. That's all I know about it. Last Campfire from the developers of No Man's Sky, which was very surprising. I didn't like it as much, but it's a cute, fun short platinum. It Takes Two, again the PS4 version. Nice. You had a co-op partner that enjoyed the time with you, I guess, and that's a great thing. Games are here to bring us together, right? Then Inked, I don't know anything about this game. Spyro the Dragon, the first game, nice. Shady Part of Me? Never heard of that. Then we have Ratchet and Clank. I've started the game. It's still unfinished. I plan on going back to it. So seeing it here completed makes me more motivated towards it. Rage 2 is a platinum I want desperately in my collection. I have installed it on my PlayStation. I have started it. But yeah, I hope to continue my journey in 2025. Then we have Batman, the Telltale series, the first game, which is a good Telltale game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the platinum I want, because I think this will be my first ever Call of Duty platinum. The Last of Us Part 2, the PS4 version, nice. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. As I said, I didn't like the map, but the game itself was okay. It's a good Star Wars game. Then we have Far Cry New Dawn. I have that in my collection, and I enjoyed it more than I thought. Usually I'm not into weapons with orange and purple and green and blue colors. But it's a Far Cry game and I enjoy Far Cry games. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, very unique. Play it with headphones if you can. Easy platinum, but very unique. Highly recommend this platinum. Good platinum to have. Then we have The Order 1886. A game I was a little bit disappointed by. It looks great, but it feels like a Vita game, a handheld game. And many people give it more credit than it gets from me, but it is not a bad game. Far Cry Primal, I love that game. I love the base building aspect of it. And yeah, it's nice to see so many Far Cry games in your collection. Then we have Days Gone, one of the best platinum experiences just because everything tracks in the menu of the game. It has a separate screen for collectibles, how many collectibles, how many kills, and what everything that's required for the platinum can be tracked in the game itself, which is a huge plus. Highly recommend this game. Then we have Hitman 3 again. And your first platinum, if I see this, is Far Cry 6, the PS4 stack. Nice. So yeah, looking through your platinum collection shows me that you are a very dedicated platinum trophy hunter. You have many great games in your collection. I'm very envious about. Speaking or namely the Hitman series, Rage 2, many of the Resident Evil games. Yeah, and I hope you shift gear in 2025 to add some bigger names to the list. I know you are working on very special games, and I hope you can realize that dream. You can make that dream come true. I mean, yeah, great list. And your completion rate is 62%, which I think is a good completion rate. I'm around the same, and that is a healthy completion rate in my opinion. And I hope you have a great year of 2025 with trophy hunting, and we earn a platinum together this year because it's always fun to play with you. And yeah, happy birthday, Jahanzeb. I'm Score, and Score out. Hi, I'm Score, and today I'm reviewing the profile of my trophy buddy Jahanzeb, aka here's a present. Here's a present. Yeah, it's just a personal preference. I'm sorry. It's atmoth. It's atmoth. It's atmoth. It is.
What did he say?